Good morning, boys and girls. It's Tuesday, May 5th, Cinco de Mayo, the 5th day of May. This is day 20 for the caterpillars. So it's hard to believe that we've had those caterpillars for 20 days. I remember the day they came in the mail. It just seemed like a few days ago. But now they are chrysalides. They went from the egg stage to the caterpillar stage, the larva stage, to the pupa stage, and they have made their chrysalis or chrysalides. Okay, and I'm going to show those to you right now. I'm going to turn the camera around. Oh, I am in my kitchen today because I'm doing art lesson and I had a bigger counter space here. So I'm going to hold them up a little bit so you can see. Can you see them hanging there? Oh, there they are. Oh, I do have to tell you, can you count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One did fall off. What happened is I had to move them out of the other house because they weren't sticking to the top. It was a net, and this one has a better plastic top. And when I was moving them, one fell down, so I just put it down here. Can you see? I sort of tried to start fixing up the house so when the butterflies emerge, they've got some greenery in there. I just went out in my backyard and got some leaves and some sticks and twigs. I did not put the sugar water in there yet, but I will definitely when they're ready. You don't want to put that sugar water in there too soon, because if I had a cup of water in there, when they start to emerge, if they did fall off while their wings are drying, they would just sort of, melt away or disintegrate into the water. We don't want that to happen. So I'm not going to put the water in there until they've all come out. Now the one that did fall down, I did just lay it down on a leaf. I don't know if you can see it, but it will probably come out. It will come out, but because it's not hanging upside down, it may not be able to flap its wings. So hopefully it will still work. But if not, we will still have 5. That happens in nature all the time too. Okay, well, since I've shown that to you, and that was such a quick little lesson, if you would like to write in your journal today, I'll try to get a little closer while I'm talking. Okay, they're not doing anything, right? Well, they are, but you can't really see it. It looks like they're just asleep. They're not moving around anymore, okay? I kind of bumped the house, but they're pretty still. Oh, and can you see the skin hanging from there? Okay, that's the skin. We talked about that last time. They shed their skin for the last time. It's just kind of hanging there on the chrysalis. You see all of them pretty much have a little piece of skin hanging there. But they are going through their metamorphosis right now, even though you can't see it happening. Their wings are starting to grow, their antenna, their eyes, everything's happening inside the chrysalis. And I just say it is like magic, right? The miracle of nature. Okay, so we're going to check in on them again tomorrow on Wednesday, and if they still haven't made the butterflies, we'll wait till Thursday. Whatever day it happens, I'll definitely do a video because I want you to be able to see it happening. Okay, so since that was such a short lesson, what I wanted to do is just make something fun today. And I moved to the kitchen because I have a bigger counter. Sorry, that's my dog out there. He doesn't like it. Somebody's mowing the lawn outside. Okay, so I'm going to show you. We're going to make a pretty little butterfly, okay? I'll show you a sample. Here's one that I made, okay? And then here's another. I wanted to show you 2 different ways. Can you tell what those wings are made out of, boys and girls? Okay, they are coffee filters. So hopefully, Mom and Dad have some of these in the kitchen. I don't know. I actually had to buy some because I don't use these anymore. But if you do have some, get those out. If not, I'm wondering maybe a paper towel would work, but you'd have to cut it into a circle shape. And then what I did is I would put 2 together like this. Okay, I put them like this. Now I'm doing this with one hand, so okay, be patient. And then I would just kind of bunch it up in the middle. This isn't going to work very good, but okay, once it's bunched up, it looks like the wings. And then I would wrap around, pipe cleaner around it. There's a wire inside there. So that's how I did this one. Okay. Or if you have a clothespin. Okay, I have this kind of clothespin. The other kind would work too. The neat thing about this, I saw some pictures on Pinterest, and they had used this type of a clothespin, and then they glued some, you know, fuzzy balls, some decorative things here, or you could even use markers and you could really decorate that. I have used those before, and then once we made these, we put a magnet on it. It was kind of neat because you could stick them on your refrigerator someplace in your house. You can also hang them in the window because they look so pretty. Okay, so this is what you're going to need. You're going to need to make yourself a butterfly like this. So when you start with the coffee filters and you wrap the pipe cleaner around the middle, okay, twist it, make the antenna, or use the clothespin, okay? And then you need to get some cups of water and use food coloring. So all my food coloring is at school, and I just never made it back there to pick those up. So I bought some food coloring at the store, and they did not have the liquid kind, they just had the gel. But it worked fine. So, and it only came with the main colors, the primary colors. It came with red, blue, and yellow. I thought, well, that's okay, because when you have the three main colors, you can make the other colors. And I bet somewhere along the line, preschool or kindergarten or TK, maybe you've had lessons, art lessons like this. And so what I did, just to show you, just in case you've never seen this before, I printed out a color wheel from the computer. And it shows you that there are three primary colors, just three: red, blue, and yellow. But they are the most important colors, because if you have these three colors, you can make three more colors. Actually, even more than that. So watch, I'm going to show you what I mean. And I know a lot of you guys are going, I know what you're going to do, Mrs. Jenkins, right? Okay, because you guys are so smart. All right, I'm going to pour in a little yellow in this cup. That's one of my primary colors. And I think I'm first going to mix it with blue. I only want a little bit of blue. You see what happened? What did we just make? We just made a brand new color. So this is kind of a cool little science experiment art, a little bit more. Okay, so now I have blue, green, and yellow. Now I'm also going to put a little bit of yellow. I better be careful, or I'm going to use all my yellow. And just a little bit of red. A little tiny bit. Oh, don't want to get too much. All right, I'm doing this with one hand. I'm going to splash it around. Okay, can you see what color we just made? Orange. We just made orange. Okay, and the last color I'm going to make, I've mixed these two. I've mixed these two, so now I'm going to mix a little bit of red. Well, I can put a lot of red, but I might put a little bit more because I have a lot of red. Just a little bit of blue though, not too much. Okay, now this one doesn't look as good as the others, but it's supposed to make purple, but you'll see the purple when we put it onto the coffee filters, okay? So we started out with the three primary colors, okay? And then by mixing yellow and blue, do you remember what we got? Green, right? What happened when we mixed yellow and red? We got orange. And when we mixed red and blue, we got purple. Now, maybe you guys already have those colors in your food coloring kit, but I just didn't, and I didn't want to run around the store looking for the liquid food coloring. So we're going to make do, and I think that'll work good. Here's the whole entire color wheel. So these are the primary colors. These are called secondary colors. And then you can, here's all of them. Okay, and then you can even, what we could do is if we put a little extra yellow in the orange, we'd have a yellow orange. If we put a little more red in, we'd have a red orange. Okay, so see how you can kind of make the different shades. Yeah, I'm going to leave that there. Now I'm going to start. Now what you need is, what works really good is a little eyedropper. I didn't have one, but I had this little medicine dropper. And if you don't have that, I think you could do it with a spoon also. So we'll try it both ways. So what I'm going to try, okay, this one has a yellow pipe cleaner body. So I think I'm going to go ahead and use this. Oh, it's kind of hard to do with one hand. Put a little bit of yellow in here. Now, we've talked about how a butterfly wings, the wings are symmetrical. Okay, So if I put a little squirt here of yellow, then I want to put a little squirt over here. It's a little hard with this kind of project. If we had a paintbrush, we could get a more symmetrical. I'll put a little squirt here and a little squirt here. But I'm just going to do the best I can. Okay. And I have an idea. I think I want to use all the colors for this. So I'll put a little bit of orange in there. And I'll squirt it out. A little here, a little here. Yeah, it's not going to look very symmetrical, but that's okay. Okay. What I think I'm going to do is this one, I'm going to try to put all the colors. But I can do another sample and just put a few. Okay, now I put some water here just in case I want to clean that. All right. Well, should we try a little green? So I put a little green in my medicine dropper. And I can squirt a little over on this side, a little over here, maybe up here. You don't want to put too much. Okay, it's really pretty when the colors mix together, but if you put too much, it'll end up, it'll end up looking like a big mud puddle. We don't want it to look like that, so I like that green. All right, I'm going to try a little bit of blue next. And I'll put a squirt over on this side and a squirt over here. Okay, I'm going to rinse that off again. And let's put a little red on there. A little red. Now, if you wanted to just start with the 3 primary colors, they would kind of mix on their own, and that would be fine. I just thought I'd show you. Okay, and what I'm going to do is hold it up a little bit, and those colors all kind of bleed together. That's pretty. Okay, just because, let's go ahead and try a little orange. Did we do the orange? I kind of feel like we did. See it on there, it's sort of light. Okay. And should we try a little bit of purple? Put a little bit of purple on there. Now when I put this, what I'm going to do is set this paper plate outside, and it's going to dry really, really fast. Okay. All right, here's one. And then I was just going to show you, we're going to try it with a spoon here. So this one here has orange. So sometimes I think they're even prettier if you just used a few colors. It's completely up to you. You can make more than one too. So I'm going to show you what it would look like if I just put blue, and I'm going to try a spoon. So I'm just going to get a little spoonful and just drip it on this side of the wing. Okay, and then that tissue paper just soaks it up, doesn't it? So pretty. And I'm going to use a little blue and a little green. And that might be all. It kind of looks pretty if you leave some white on there too. Yeah, so this one, I'm just going to use these 2 colors. They look really, really pretty when you hang them in the window. I like that one. And let's do one more. Since that is pink, I'm going to try a little bit of red. And a little bit of yellow, and we already learned that red and yellow makes orange, so we'll see what happens when these colors mix together a little bit. And we always do this in kindergarten, and then we hang them all on the windows, and they look so, so pretty when the light shines through. So I could leave that like that, or I could put more color on it. I just think they're beautiful. Okay, so that's it for today, boys and girls. I just thought it'd be fun to do a little art activity. And when these dry, I'm going to hang it up in my office with all my other things that I've been making. And hopefully when I see you next, we are going to have some butterflies. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.